Hey Line, hi folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, I use he and pronouns. Yes, I'm filming in the same spot as the video with dysphoria because I think maybe I'll film another one after this. It's a nice scenery and it's a change of location and I just feel like making videos. So this is the second video I'm filming in the same spot. I don't know if I did my intro. Did I do my intro or did I just skip my intro and I didn't do my intro? I did do my intro. Anyway, this video I want to talk about gut-directed hypnotherapy. If you watched the video about my story on food intolerance, I mentioned gut-directed hypnotherapy, but I didn't talk about it in depth. And this video I want to talk about it in depth and my experiences so far and how it literally changed my life. So I'll link the food intolerance story video down below if you would like to check that out. But in brief, I was diagnosed with IBS in mid-2018, went on low FODMAP in mid-2018 and cut out a bunch of foods. And then it was fine for half the year of 2019, like 2019 to mid-2019, I ate stuff, everything was fine. I started getting really bad symptoms again when I started eating all the stuff that, So the wind tried to knock my tripod down. I'm putting my foot on the base of the tripod leg, so I'm holding it down with my foot. Yes, start of 2019 to mid-2019, it was fine and I started eating stuff again and then I started getting really bad symptoms again mid-2019 and then I've been on low FODMAP ever since. And I started reintroducing and stuff, but the stuff I haven't been eating for over 3 years, garlic, gluten, or wheat, garlic, gluten, wheat, onion, and dairy. Dairy wasn't since mid-2019, it was like earlier this year. But yeah, now today before I went to film videos here at the beach, I had KFC. Last weekend I had all-you-can-eat Japanese restaurant and ordered stuff without requesting food changes, as in can you not put onion, garlic and gluten in my food? Like, is this gluten free? Can you make this like garlic and onion? Is this dairy free? Been doing this for years and it's seriously been very tedious. So since last Wednesday I started ordering food without having to make food requests and it's liberating, honestly. And that's all thanks to gut-directed hypnotherapy. I've done 5 sessions so far. I have one more session before Christmas and then I finish up. It's literally changed my life and I'm not kid you not, being able to eat stuff and not stress about this and my nerves not going haywire is literally life-changing for someone who has difficulty eating outside and just having to restrict diet in general because of all the symptoms that are not pleasant. So what is gut-directed hypnotherapy? It is psychological therapy. So it's basically talk therapy, but the hypnotherapist talks to my subconscious and it does not involve medication. I don't take any medication. I don't get put under anesthetic. No, I don't fall asleep during hypnotherapy. I didn't really know what hypnotherapy was until I did it for gut-directed hypnotherapy. But it's basically relaxing me in a state where I'm like semi-conscious, right? And the stuff the hypnotherapist says, it's directed towards my subconscious mind. It's not directed towards my conscious mind. And the difference between subconscious and conscious is you're consciously watching this video right now and you're paying attention to me consciously. Subconscious, if I say now, remember your phone number. And you probably remember your phone number now, like your phone number crossed your mind. Your phone number was stored in your subconscious, but then it popped into your subconscious when I cued your brain to think about your phone number. Or now, I don't know, think about your favorite food. You probably weren't, I don't know, you could have been, but unlike, I don't know, if you weren't thinking about your favorite food, now you're probably thinking about your favorite food because I just cued you. That's all subconscious, like it's there, but it's not at the forefront of our mind, basically. It's basically pretend there's water and then the tip of the iceberg is the conscious mind and underneath the water, the iceberg is still there, right? It's submerged, but you can't see it. That's basically what the conscious mind is. It's like, it's there, but we don't really pay attention to it and have awareness of it unless, something gets recalled from it or what not. I was going to say whatever. It's very complicated, and subconscious mind affects a lot of things. In this case for me, in terms of my gut and food stuff, it affects the nerves in my gut. So consciously, I can't control the nerves in my gut. Like earlier year, last year, the year before, when I got pain, right, from eating certain food, for example, or I felt sick, or I bloated, I consciously, when I say to when I consciously tell myself, stop hurting, or stop bloating, or stop getting diarrhea, or like, just be able to eat the food, damn it, like, it doesn't work. Because consciously, I don't control the nerves in my gut. I don't control the sensitivity of the nerves in my gut. And what gut-directed hypnotherapy does is targets the nerves in my gut directly, and it sort of helps fix the miscommunication between my mind and my gut, because there is the gut-brain axis, and that's a very interesting thing. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know it affects my health and mental health significantly, like the gut-brain axis. And the gut is, I don't know if you've heard, but it's sort of like the second brain. So I was gonna explain this more. So what gut-directed hypnotherapy does is reduces the sensitivity level of the nerves in my gut. So before hypnotherapy, my sensitivity level is all the way up there, like it's beyond the frame of this video because it's ridiculously high. And what gut-directed hypnotherapy does is lowers the sensitivity of the nerves in my gut to a more lower level. And by reducing sensitivity of the nerves in my gut, as in I can eat stuff and my nerves in my gut don't go, I don't like this pain or all these symptoms. By reducing the sensitivity of the nerves in my gut, it in turn increases my threshold level. So my threshold level was all the way down here before hypnotherapy. Now it's much higher. So even if I do peak, it is not, the symptoms aren't bad, or they're basically, I don't register it and it doesn't bother me. Decreased sensitivity, increased threshold level of being able to eat certain things and my gut not freaking out. That's what gut-directed hypnotherapy is, and it does that by targeting the subconscious mind, which in turn controls the nerves in my gut. Again, consciously, I can't be like, snap out of it, gut nerves, I stop hurting. It doesn't work like that. It's all done, it all happens without my conscious awareness. Like, it all happens without me thinking about it. I do want to explain that the low FODMAP diet I was on, it helped me eliminate symptoms, but it's a band-aid solution. Basically, I don't get symptoms like pain, nausea, bloating, and discomfort in my gut because I don't eat the things. It's an avoidance strategy. It's a band-aid solution. It doesn't directly solve the problem. It's like you can avoid the problem by doing this, but it doesn't directly confront the problem per se or target the problem directly, which is the oversensitive nerves in my gut. And it helped because I wasn't eating it, but then I missed out on stuff. Gut-directed hypnotherapy targets the nerves directly, and it also allows me to eat stuff that I've been avoiding for over 3 years. So that's the difference. Low FODMAP, band-aid solution, effective but not long-term solution. Gut-directed hypnotherapy, long-term solution, has the same success rate as a low FODMAP diet, except that we don't have to cut out certain foods. So yes, that's what I've been doing, and just being able to eat again after so long and just enjoy social dieting again and just be able to partake in what other people are eating without having to be specific about my dietary requests is just unbelievable, and it's unreal. I use that word a lot. Unreal. It's unreal. And what does hypnotherapy, okay, I explained how it works, but what does it really involve? So for a large part of the session, the hypnotherapist explained certain aspects to me, like first session was intake session, and a different session we explained how the gut affects the mind. A different session explored how the gut, the brain and mental health and our state of mood, our mood affects our gut. And then today we talked about what is normal symptoms that everyone experiences and what is abnormal gut symptoms. And the other part of the sessions, besides exploring different concepts and building understanding essentially, is the hypnotherapy itself. And that involves me getting comfortable in a chair, put my feet up, close my eyes, and first she guides me through like a relaxation thing. So calm my nerves, calm my body. It just put me into a relaxed state. And then as I get more and more relaxed, right, I just sort of feel sleepy. It's like I'm semi-conscious. I can still hear her, but I'm not like fully awake like I am right now, for example, filming this video. It's like semi-conscious is how I explain it. Once I'm in a semi-conscious state, she gives me guided imagery. One example was medicine that I take that lines my gut and protects it. The other example was how my gut nerves, which in the hypnotherapy session she called super scanners, was hypersensitive, and give me an analogy of sort of changing. There's like a control room and then there's dials, and I turn down the sensitivity dial and then lock it in place with this other mechanism. Again, this all targets my subconscious mind. A different example is a river, and how my river is a bit chaotic, and there may be some stones, some rubble, and not nice things being washed into there, and how I clear out the river. And then it's just guided imagery in a way while I'm in a relaxed state that targets my subconscious, which helps heal the connection between the gut and the brain. And in the hypnotherapy sessions, there's also mention of you're getting better and better and better every day. So again, that targets my subconscious mind. You're getting better every day. These symptoms will no longer bother you, and even if you do feel it, it will not bother you, and stuff like that. It's only like 10-15 minutes each time, and she gives me recordings of those, and I listen to it every day. That's how this whole thing works. It's psychological therapy for physical healing. Psychological therapy that targets physical nerves, which I find so interesting, because in my experience with therapy, for example, going to psychological therapy or gender therapy or whatever it is, it's psychological therapy targeting mental health. This one is psychological therapy, hypnotherapy, targeting the physical nerves of the gut and is out of my conscious control. That's very interesting. I can eat like garlic, onion, gluten, or wheat, and diarrhea again, but it's not to the same extent that I could before. I was diagnosed with IBS and realized I had IBS and all these symptoms. Still could eat it, but not to the same degree and the same amount. It's still eating. I can enjoy myself, but to a controlled extent. If I just overindulge and eat all of the things and too much at once, I'm obviously gonna feel ill, and that's understandable, because my gut's like, hey, what is this? Like, so controlled, and hopefully with time I can progressively start eating more and more and more. It's just sort of desensitization, systematic desensitization from my gut, and systematic desensitization is also a form of psychological therapy for mental health stuff like anxiety. So yeah, it's basically systematic desensitization for my gut, as in introduce things a little bit by time. Like if I jump from 0 to 100 right now, my gut's gonna be like freaking out, of course, because it's not used to it. So it's just starting from, it's just stepping to the next stepping stone, and then once comfortable with that, step to the next stepping stone that's a little bit harder or a little bit more, and then once comfortable with that, jump to a next stepping stone that's higher. It's like going upstairs slowly, not teleporting from the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs. Just think of it like that. Just slowly working way up. That's how I'm approaching this whole thing. So doing hypnotherapy, starting to eat stuff controlled way, and just starting to enjoy myself more now and not worry about whether I'm going to die if I eat certain things. So for those of you who experience IBS symptoms and have been on low FODMAP and feel like there's no other way out, gut-directed hypnotherapy may be an option for you. It is expensive though for me doing it in Australia. The one clinic I go to, it's not Medicare rebated at all. I pay full free upfront. It is $225 per session, and it's 1 hour session. So it's costly, but for me, it is absolutely worth it, and it may be an option for you too. Maybe. Hopefully, if you have IBS and have tried low FODMAP and have no other way, this is something that would work for you, and hopefully it's something that is attainable for you. Yeah, thanks for watching folks, and I will see you in the next video.